Hello. Hello. How is everybody doing? Hello, Zulo Pat. Nice to see you. Hello, Morganoth. How are you? Which grind are you done with? I am a third done with the ranging grind. We have hit over 4 million experience now. How's the streamer today? I am very well, thank you. How are you? I'm getting prepared for the end of work finally in another week. Christmas done. Very nice, Tom. Hello, Smurf. Nice to see you. I'm not really expecting too many people to turn up yet because I've started an hour earlier than usual. But the reason I'm starting an hour earlier is because Born is coming over today to drop off a load of her stuff. And I've got a fruit fly in here. Get out of here, fruit fly. Hello, Brett. If only there was a rare chance for the rare drop table. I know. Unfortunately, none of the mobs I have access to the rare drop table. Hello, Runar. Nice to see you. Hello, Mark. Where Beaver? Beaver is in the bank. I keep forgetting to take the Beaver out of the bank. Once I finish this invent, I'll go get the Beaver out. Why not? Hello, Shannon. 33% done with the 11-year grind. We don't talk about the 11-year grind. We're done with that now. NPCs in Santa give bait at 5 times the rate. If only. If only. That would be sweet. Hello, Missing Pair, by the way. How much bait are you at so far? We have fished 2,200 and something pike so far. We've got 15 bait in the bank. We've got 9 bait in the inventory. And that is it. We are fishing every stream. We are not fishing off stream. So if for some reason we do end up getting the heron, it will be on stream. Also, for the people on YouTube, for some reason, my YouTube thing keeps like putting random thumbnails on the stream. I don't know why. I can't for the life of me figure it out. Because normally it doesn't put a thumbnail on there. It just picks up whatever's happening on the stream and just puts that as the thumbnail. And I think it updates like over the whole stream. Like it will just keep chucking up the next screenshot of what's happening on stream. But the last stream we did, it put up a really old thumbnail for some reason. And then this one, it's put up my last thumbnail as the thumbnail for the stream. And I've got no idea why. But there you go. People might, who had not been in this channel before on the YouTube side, might pop in and be like, oh, this guy's doing fire making, and then find out I'm doing ranged and be like, what? But anyway, I would not be surprised if you get 68 fishing for guild from here. That is kind of partially the aim. We'll see how far we get, because we are 55 fishing and we're a third done. So there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. Have you read or watched any One Piece by any chance? You should do a Hannibal cosplay. Let me do a Googles before I... Oh, brilliant. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Alchemist? You're saying that I've got a big pot belly? Is that what you're trying to say? I get it. Fine. Be like that. Oh, okay. Is that the current thumbnail, Mark? I don't know what this is. What? This is telling me weird stuff then. Don't know. Maybe it's just... I don't know. Maybe it's just when it uploaded it to my Discord channel, it uploaded it with the screenshot, the thumbnail for some reason. I don't really know. Yeah, you promised us 30 mil fire making XP in this stream. You'd better deliver. Whoop. I will try. I will try and do some fire making in between ranged. No, it's the name. We can't even see your belly with this setup. That is true. And you are probably not going to see my belly ever. Unless I do that cosplay. In which case you would definitely see my belly. Bum, bum, bum. Why you kill them, lol? We have unlocked a grind to get the heron pet. And to get the heron pet, I need to kill men and women for their bait drops. And then I need to use their bait drops to fish pike right here. Just above Sears Village. So that is why I'm killing these at the moment. Belly reveal for 6.9 mil ranged. What do you mean? I have to get 6.9 mil ranged XP, and then I have to show you my belly? Because that's not a good deal. If you were telling me that you would give me 6.9 million ranged XP right now, then I'd definitely show you my belly. Like 100%. Are you saying next sub goal is belly dancing? Win-win. No, next goal is not belly dancing. Although I have made, and I'll probably talk about this again later when a few more people have arrived, but I have set up a couple of things. I have set up a YouTube channel so that I can stream playing other games without the worry of it populating my RuneScape channel. I have set up a Steam account where I've shared my personal library with my new Steam account so that I can actually play games again on a new stream ID. Steam ID. Sorry, I keep saying stream. Steam. And I've also set up my OBS to essentially stream other games. So at some point, whenever we decide to get that started, I will start streaming other games on the off days, or an off day from the RuneScape streams. It'll all go through the same Discord channel, but all of the videos will be uploaded onto a different YouTube channel. And what I've also done is, depending on how popular that stream gets, I will be recording everything. And if I get time and I think it's a worthwhile endeavor, I will start maybe creating videos on that YouTube channel as well. Maybe. Reveal for 13 mil range. Do you want me to reveal a reveal? Hello, Hedgehog King. Nice to see you. We can do that as a bet if he gets Heron before 9 ranged. If only. What are you saving bolts for? I will be using the Josh Isn't method, where I will use my archery guild or archery competition tickets to buy barbed bolt tips, which I will then use with the bronze bolts to make barbed bolts. And then I will sell those barbed bolts back to the shop for hopefully profit. Maybe. I'm hoping so. But unfortunately, I've got so many archery tickets at the minute and I don't have enough bolts. So I'm kind of nervous that I'm not going to be able to make my money back. Do you get Heron? I haven't got Heron just yet, but that doesn't mean that we won't get it today if we cross all of our fingers and toesies. Profit, what did I hear? Hopefully I'll be making profit on some barbed bolts in the future. Everyone who's on the Twitch stream can actually look in my bank. But for the people that can't see my bank because you're on... Did I say YouTube? For everyone's on the Twitch stream, you can look in my bank. For everyone on the YouTube stream, you can't. Sorry, my microphone arm is in the way. Where's my bank? There it is, bank memory. So in the bank, we have approximately 50,000 bronze bolts. We currently are up to 640,000 archery tickets. And we have 1.125 million gold. So once I've used up that last 1.125 million gold, I will buy as many barbed bolt tips as I can, and then I will start making barbed bolts, which should get me a bunch of fletching XP, or is it crafting XP, or maybe it's both, I can't remember. And then once I've done that, I should be able to sell them back to the shop for profit, hopefully. Barbed Boltapalooza. We'll have so many barbed bolts, they'll be coming out of every orifice. 69 mil XP Heron. If that happens, I'll be a very sad boy. Because in this chunk, that will take 33 years. And I don't have 33 years. Do you need that profit for the 1 bill for the bank upgrade? No. So the way that Supreme One Chunk works is that you have to get the next bank upgrade every time you unlock a bank which allows you to buy a new bank upgrade. So just as an example, let me pick up this Cadentine first. Just as an example, the Sears Village Bank, you can buy a bank stock from there, so I had to buy the first one. The Legends Guild bank is a chest which you can't buy bank upgrades from, so I wouldn't have to. But the Catherby bank does, so I'd have to buy the next one there. And then the Ardy bank would be another one. This Ardy bank would be another one. And we'd just keep going and going and going until we have to unlock all of them. So I don't have to save 1 bill. At the minute, I only have to save 2 mil for the next bank. How much banked herb XP do you have right now? I have... Where is my banked... There we go. Herb lore. I currently have 2,044,220.5 XP, which gets me to level 80 herb lore. Not bad. Why do you have nearly 1k rock? Essentially, in my first chunk, in the Seers Village chunk, I picked up everything. I think the only things that I didn't pick up were every now and again I'd miss a drop or whatever. But towards the end, I stopped picking up. I started dropping pie dishes. But everything else, I picked up everything. So those rocks came from earth elementals because they drop rocks every time. So I killed just shy of 1,000 earth elementals in my time in Seers Village. Does Old School RuneScape have 33 years? That's a good question. I would hazard a guess at probably yes. If they do it right, I can't see why not. They've already survived, 25 years. And things have been getting better and better, so... If you get Fishing Guild, what are you going to fish for heron? Not really sure, to be honest, because I'll have to do all of them anyway, because I'll need to get the big bass, I'll need to get the big swordfish, I'll need to get the big shark, and I'll have to get to 99 fishing. So I'd probably give quite a lot of it a go. And I guess it depends on what... If I want to be AFK, I'd probably do sharks. I mean, I don't even know what the best rate would be in the Fishing Guild. Let's have a look at the heron. So according to this, the best base chance is anglerfish, which we don't have, sharks, which we would have, and then it'd be lobsters, which we also will have. Tuna swordfish. So sharks would be my best bet because obviously they're the lowest base chance, but they are unfortunately really slow. So it might be better just to do like lobster. That might be our best chance. What's your chunk picker name? My chunk picker map name is HNBL, as in Hannibal. HNBL. Sharks are so slow. Yeah, they are. Good. They are good food. They are good food. So I'd probably do... I'd go for big bass. I'd go for big swordfish, big shark. Once I'd got all those out of the way, I would have a bunch of, sharks and stuff for food and blah, blah, blah. So I think that'd be great. And then I'd probably settle on sharks for a bit. And then I'd probably go to lobsters, to be honest, to the end. Because lobsters are still, they're not too bad food. But sharks are definitely something I want to have for if we ever unlock Karambwans. So I hope you get heron during Big Shark Grind. That would be ideal. On my group Iron Man, we did get heron recently, and I got it doing sharks in the Fishing Guild, so you know. Big bass. We love big bass. Imagine if highest chance for herring was shrimp. I mean, we would have minnows as well, but they are crazy high. Almost 1 in a million. Yeah, I'd have to... Also, what I would have to do is, as part of that, I would just have to get... what's the name? Why has my mind gone blank? I'd have to just get going with the fishing grind, see how much XP per hour I get, see how many fish per hour I can get, and then I just feed it into the pet chance calculator thingy-mabob on the wiki and just have a look myself. Because if it turns out that lobsters is better rate for pet than sharks, just because I can fish more lobster, then perfect. I'd probably just do that. But there is a world in which if I got other stuff with the lobster spot, you know, like when you fish for bass, you just get that like raft of other random crap. So bass wouldn't be the best thing to do. I'd have to kind of figure all that stuff out bit by bit. I did 10k sharks with shark bait on my group Ironman for big shark and didn't get it. That's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Get out of here, Jagex, with your rubbish. Minnows need fishing contest. Ah, okay. I might have finished fishing contest by then, maybe. Because where does fishing contest start? It starts over here, right? There. Ah, no, that would be Puro. So that is, that is a way off. That is. I would be able to do fishing contest. I was thinking that if I unlocked this chunk here and then this chunk, I would skip the heron here. So then if I got it here, I could do it in the fishing guild. But this is Puro. So if I got this chunk, I would be busy for a while. Lobbers is just lobbers. Then that's probably the best. That's probably my best bet, to be honest, in the fishing guild. And it's the same with Catherby, because Catherby has pretty much all the same stuff. So I'd probably be best off trying to get all the big stuff, like the big bass and the big shark, and then I would probably just go to lobsters till the heron pet. Are you doing the heron in this chunk? I am giving it a good old crack, Sean. I'm doing my best. If we get to 99 ranged without having the heron, then unfortunately it's going to be probably a backlog. But we'll see. We'll see. We are currently 87 ranged. So we're not halfway yet, but we're getting close. I reckon if I can foot pedal over the Christmas break, I think I could probably come back in the new year in the 90s somewhere. Hello, Joseph. What are you after here? I am after as much fishing bait as I physically can get, so that we can use that fishing bait over here at the pike fishing spots near Sinclair Mansion to try and get the heron pet. And I've got to do that hopefully before I get 99 ranged, because if we get to 99 ranged and I don't have the heron pet, then it's a good chance I will backlog the heron until fishing guild. That makes sense. I was concerned you were committing to the 10-year grind. No, I'm not going to be committing to a 10-year grind. But I am going to be as supreme as possible. So I will do my best to fish as many pike as I can before we finish this chunk. Why are you killing men? Isn't there a 100% chance to get bait at the end of Hannibal's new video? Stop it, Shannon. I have already apologised for that, and I've told everyone that I won't be doing it again. You just sometimes you just got to try things out, and it didn't work. So I won't be trying it again. Hey, Mythics! Thank you for the sub.
Mythics_2 just subscribed.
Welcome in. Oh, here we go. Some fishing. Do. Just kidding. Too soon, but I couldn't help it. It's way too soon. Way too soon. How does the chunk work? I can see the map, but I don't understand the task system. Basically, as Daryl has very helpfully done there, thank you, Daryl, and hello. If you go to that link, that takes you to the Chunk Picker website, and on there, essentially, it does all the work for you, so you don't have to worry about anything at all. When you sign up to that Chunk Picker website and you kind of pick your first chunk and set what rules you want, so you can choose vanilla, extreme, or supreme, and obviously they essentially easy, medium, hard, if you want to look at it that way. The Chunk Picker website will automatically pick up all the challenges that you need to do in your chunk, and it will give you them in a nice, helpful list. And then you just do them at your own leisure, and the Chunk Picker website gives you loads of kind of help in terms of if you right click on a task and say, show me how I can do this in my chunk, it will tell you a list of you can do this for this or that for that. So for example, my Chunk Picker at the moment tells me I need to get heron. If you right click on it and say, how do I get heron? It tells me that I manually unlocked the heron grind by adding in certain things. And that was obviously because I got the fishing rod from my new chunk, which unlocked the fishing grind. So my advice to you is if you're really interested in the one chunk kind of mode, but you don't want to get bogged down in, trying to find out from people how to do it, just go on the Chunk Picker website and have a bit of a play around, see what you can find out. Because it's pretty intuitive, to be honest, which is good. For me, we started in Sears Village. We were here for 5,000 hours. We then rolled Sinclair Mansion and had to do a 50 cooking grind. We then unlocked a bunch of corner chunks because we couldn't access around here to get all of this bit, so we just unlocked this side of the river. We then unlocked Sorcerer's Tower and did 99 fire making and 87 fletching. And then very recently we unlocked the Range Guild, which was 99 ranged. Coase with the 10 months of subscription. Welcome back. Thank you so much.
Coase just subscribed for 10 months.
How's the stream today, Coase? Is it working? Are you happy? Yeah, we unlocked 99 ranged, and then we unlocked getting the heron pet, and then a bunch of other bits like 50 crafting and some other stuff which we've already got ticked off. Can also just binge any series on YouTube and get the overall gist. Yeah, that's true. When you say any you mean my series, right? Yeah, thank you. I'm in my workplace that doesn't like Twitch. Fair enough. 5,000 hours, damn, how old is your character or playtime? My character was created in October 2023. So it's just over 2 years old at this point. And it was 5,000 hours up until the end of the first chunk. So the end of the first chunk was, I should really remember this because it was a really big day. I think it was September this year. No, end of September this year. So I spent 2 years in my first chunk, and I've now unlocked 7 of them My playtime now is 222 days and 21 hours. Oh, in another hour, that'll say all the twos. Which is 222 times by 24 plus 21. That's 5,349 hours of total playtime. What's your method for heron pet? Is just fly fishing. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a fly fishing rod, so it's only bait fishing. So my plan at the moment is kill men and women, 1 in 26 chance at fishing bait. I do that for ages, and then on stream we go to the pike fishing spot just here and we fish pikes, and we've got a 1 in 305,000 chance to get the heron pet. So I'm only using bait on stream so that if we do get heron, I get to share that with everybody here. And we're just going to keep doing this method until we get 99 ranged. Or I've been also considering 68 fishing as well. So if I get to 99 ranged and I'm like 65 fishing, I might carry on till I get 68. Just so that I can get into the fishing guild. And then that might be a good way to end this chunk then. So, we'll see. Frey repeats the chunk rule set every episode like he's trying to summon a ghost in the mirror at 3 AM. Can check there. That's fair. YouTube works better? That is good. Weird because I used to watch Twitch. I don't know why it's glitching recently. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. No one else seems to be having any stream issues on Twitch. I don't know what that could mean. Missed a lot of streams, but hello again. Hello, Marty. Nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Right, that is the invent full. Back to the bank. Wait, did you change the rules, or why are you not just going until the heron pet? Because this method that I'm doing of getting fishing bait from men and women, if I was going to go on rate for heron, it would take me 11 years. There we go. So I don't want to spend 11 years doing this, because this is rubbish. I can barely even do it now. So trying to do it over 11 years is utter garbage. But if I go dry like I did for the beaver, like 3 times over, then that's 33 years. Glad to be here regardless. I'm glad you're here, Kos. It's always a pleasure to have you. So if you roll Catherby, you will go for the heron or any other fishing spot. Yeah, essentially. Basically, the 2 real spots I'm going to unlock the heron after this one will be Catherby or the Fishing Guild. And both of those are completely reasonable. I'm happy to get the heron in those ones. But this one, 11 years? Not so sure about that. So normally we start streaming at 7 and we finish at 10. But today, because Born is coming over to drop a load of her stuff off, we started at 6 and we're finishing at 9. So normally about 9 PM on the 7 to 10 stream, we do some fishing. So today, because we started at 6, at 8 o'clock, which is in an hour and a half, we will be doing some fishing live on stream to try and get that heron pet. Can you buy bait from shops? Unfortunately, no shops in my current chunks have any bait for sale. I've said this as well. If I had a fly fishing rod in any of my chunks, then I would be doing the heron grind anyway, because I have access to chickens, so I could get loads of feathers to fish for salmon. So that would have made it also that I would have done the grind in this chunk, but unfortunately there isn't a fly fishing rod anywhere in my chunks either. There's no shops, there's no ground spawns, and nothing that I can kill or catch in these chunks gives me a fly fishing rod. So, and it's just by chance actually that we just got the right kind of selection of chunks. So when I unlocked Sinclair Mansion, I unlocked the fishing spot, and in Sears Village I had the bait spawn by killing men and women. So that meant that as soon as I got a rod, I could start. But and this house here, in the Ranging Guild chunk, this house here, the guy in it sold me a fishing rod. So, what code to your map? I want to check out your chunks again. The code to my map is HNBL. I'd say getting pet is only required if you have a viable way of getting it. No, I agree. I agree. And generally, you know, if it was 6 months to a year, or even, you know, with the beaver, it was 2 years because I was like, screw it, let's go for it. You know, that kind of thing's acceptable to me. But if we're talking, you know, 5 years or more, I'm just not even going to entertain the idea. But I don't really, the one thing that I've been very proud of on this account so far is that I haven't backlogged anything. So I'm quite proud of that, and I didn't want to actually get to a point where I'd have to. So I'm kind of upset that I got these kind of like groups of chunks. That's meant that I've had to potentially make a, I mean, it's not happened yet because, you know, we've not finished in this chunk yet. But if I come to the point of finishing this chunk and I have to backlog the heron, just know that however angry people in the comments get, none of them are going to be as angry as I feel. But we'll see. Isn't bait fishing pike like really slow too? It's pretty slow, yeah. Have you picked up fishing bait from your account history or just left them on the ground before this grind? No, I picked up every single piece of bait that I've got so far. And I tell you what, I'm bloody glad I did. And the only reason why we're not picking up stuff now is because if I picked up everything, it would make the grind last so many more years longer. So I'm only picking up things that I think are going to be valuable to me in the future. Grr, comments. Well, Shannon, you were one of those comments this time. Shame. Shame on you. Won't think less of you for backlogging the grind. Oh, I'm very aware that a lot of people here won't be fussed, and that's why I like you all. But there are some people on the YouTube kind of comments section side who will absolutely lay into me about it. But to be honest, I'll be so consumed by inner rage anyway that I probably won't take much notice of those comments. Yeah, but those are YouTube commenters. I know. And a lot of YouTube commenters on my videos have generally been really nice. And there was like the occasional person that said something that was quite nasty. But in the latest video, there was a lot of people that were being nasty. So I'm going to try and avoid that in the future. I think everything over 1+ year is mean, but yeah, if it's like mega AFK like woodcut, if you understand it. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing that made it really, really good for me to, like, you know, stick it out for the beaver, was that it was woodcut and it was genuinely just, there was no like multiple step process. It was literally sit there, click tree, wait till invent full, go bank, come back, click tree. That was it. There was nothing more to it, which made it a really easy grind to do. And even though it took 2 years, it was easy. Whereas the heron, there's a step in the middle where I have to get the bait first before I can then fish. If I could just buy it from the shop, I would just buy it from the shop and crack on. Hey Hannibal, hope you're having a good day today. Thank you, Aloe. Nice to see you. I am having a very good day, thank you. Work is done. Born is coming over. We've got 4.1.5 million range in XP. Yeah, things are on the up. I hope that you are doing well today also. I'll be raging in the comments. I will delete your comments, Smurf. Instantly see your name pop up. We're like, right, delete. We need a man/woman pet for all these chunkers. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Calls himself... Whoa. I have never called myself that name. Ever. I hate that name. I think it's stupid. And I'm a collection logger on my group Iron, not this account. Alright. I will get the Heron one day, so it doesn't really matter anyway. It's not like I'm going to actively avoid the Heron grind. 14 days until Christmas. Very nice. That's very exciting. Mean grind is a buzzword and not real. It's supposed to be for shit like Onyx that takes 1,000 years on Advers. 1 year is just death chunk. 1 to 55 years for Heron can be meme. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess if like generally across the board people think that anything more than a year is meme grind, then I think that's generally the answer. Skipping tasks like that, I can see why you don't. I will time you out, Brett. I will. Just because you're a mod doesn't mean you're above it. I'll time you out straight away, buddy. Hello, Chunk Evil. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Oh, was it a bad casket, Tom? That is a shame. Hope you and Frey are good today. We're better than we've ever been. Freyers are now allowed in the pub with me. That doesn't mean it won't change. But for now, I'll let him off. I'll let him off this once. +5 years for Supreme's meme of Buzz didn't go for Tangle route. You don't need the Heron. Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, what I'm going to do anyway is I'm probably going to split this chunk into 2 videos, I think. If I can manage it. I'm not great at getting that kind of thing right, but if I can split this full chunk into 2 videos. Video 1, I'm not going to mention backlogging the Heron at all, in the hopes that we get it before we're done. In video 2, that will probably be finishing up the chunk. And in that one, we will then obviously have to have the conversation. And I think my current thoughts on it is I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Because if I dwell on it for a long time, I think people will start to be like, this guy's definitely just kind of trying to weasel his way out of it. So I'm going to try and keep it as brief as I can, just to be like, we're backlogging this. This is the reason why. And here's the closest chunks to me where I'll have to pick this grind up again anyway, and they're next door. Can you see me? I can, Tom. There you are, look. In your cool get up. Better. Just get an in real life pet heron as a compromise. Born will love it, I'm sure. I don't know. I could look at. I mean, I still give money to that beaver charity thing, the beaver conservation place. I'm still waiting for my updated photos from Willow and Rowan, the two beavers up in Cheshire in the UK. Ultimately, I just want you to have fun with the account. If it ever isn't fun, going after something crazy, and I don't see any merit in continuing. Yeah, and I think if it got to that point with me, I'd probably just quit the account anyway, and that is the last thing I want to do. So we won't be doing 11 years grind, I can tell you that for sure. But we are going to do as much of this grind as we can before we finish up. Because to be honest, if I can get a video out in early January and then a second video out in early February, there's a good chance by the end of Feb I might be getting close to being done with this grind. So then there doesn't really have to be a large gap between videos either, which I'm trying to avoid because, you know, the beaver grind really stopped the videos in their tracks, which was a bit of a shame. No conservatories, you got to keep it in view of the webcam. You want me to bring a heron into the house? So the easy level, or what you call it, won't show 99 stats like you got to make it, I mean, to complete the chunk. Yeah, so if you picked vanilla wouldn't include 99 capes and things like that. And it doesn't include a lot of like high level skill processing and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, if you got a bronze bar, if you were doing extreme, you'd have to make a bronze plate body, whereas vanillas, they would probably have to make a bronze dagger instead. And then the extreme level is you'd need to get 99 capes, you need to get boss pets and all the kind of like collection log stuff. And instead of getting the bronze dagger, you'd have to get the bronze plate body. And then Supreme, you have to get everything the extreme one does, but you also have to get skilling pets. You have to get every drop from every mob. You have to use the highest prayer that you can do. And you have to use the highest magic spell that you can with the runes that you've got. So they just kind of step up in difficulty. So generally, if you're new to one chunk, the best one to go for is probably vanilla, just to kind of get yourself into it. Shoulder parrot. Yeah, you probably would only see well, I don't know, you probably see a lot of the parrot if it was like on here. The parrots aren't like super big. Liverpool are so bad. I know, Tom. Not having a good time at the minute, are they? Hello, mini sellers. We have started early today. Born is on her way over. She should be here around 9ish, so that's when we have to finish. Check out on webpage, but I can't make it choose chunk for me. Do I have to choose myself when all tasks complete in the chunk? No. I mean, what I can do actually, let's have a look. Let's do this together. Why not? That's not working. There we go. So if I was to What's the best way to explain this without trying to create a whole new one and wasting it? When you pick the rule set that you want to do, you should get asked for your chunk code. And the way to find the chunk code, I think it's in settings. You can choose to have there you go. Show an overlay of chunk IDs for each chunk. So if you click that, it tells you what number the chunk is. So all you need to do is you need to type in which chunk you want to start with. And then that will give you a first chunk. You can do a random one if you want. No, it should track the task. If you click on a chunk and no task come up, it means the chunk doesn't have any tasks in it. I mean, the only other way to do it is if I use... What if I do my... I've got a backup chunk picker that I've not really been using since we started, but if I was in here like this, and these are all my chunks here, let's say I ticked all this stuff off like that, and then I went pick chunk. This is after you've done your first one. Obviously it will roll your chunk for you if you choose this like random fancy rolling, pick one chunk, whatever. So then that will give you the next chunk, and then when you hit take me there, it'll open up the chunk for you, and then it will load the current tasks. If it says none, it just means there aren't any. So that means you can roll again. So in this instance, I'd press pick chunk again, and I'd roll it again. And then that says Camelot Castle. You hit take me there, and then what it will do is it will pick the tasks up, and it will say, they're your tasks. They're the ones. You can't pick chunk. I don't know why you can't pick chunk. That is strange. You should be able to somewhere. Did a few chunks. God, Runecraft is the worst fucking CMI. It's making my eyes bleed. Why are you at CMI? That's garbage there. Stop it, Shannon, with your bloody rune crafting. It's too much rune crafting XP. Oops, we've stopped fishing. There we go. Smurf. Play some Gilligesser. We can play some Gilligesser. Right, are we ready for a quick game of a Gilligesser? Right, Gilligesser. It's OSRS Guesser but better. I'll do a talk about it at the end. Let's just get stuck into it. Right, 5 screenshots from 5 places around Gielinor. We got to guess where they are. Number 1. It looks to me quite Varlamori, but it also kind of looks like, just kind of looks like Draenor Manor, but different. I mean, unless it's Shazian. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Swam. I think it might be Shazian somewhere. It's got that kind of Shazian colour palette. Where do we think then? There's a door at the back. What shape is it? I mean, unless it's like this here, maybe? No, maybe not. Shazian Ruins. Don't know. Actually, this bit steps up there. I think you were just on it, the building south of the giant pit. That one. Don't know, it doesn't feel quite right. I think it might be. It might be like here. I'm just thinking that this steps up here. And these look like they're protecting something, so I can imagine that this here would be... Interesting. I mean, it could be there, to be honest. I don't know. Oh, the wall, but the top portion of it. What's the top portion of it? You mean this bit? Just thinking, because that's got it on the right and the door's at the back and these are all looking inwards. So would these look inwards or would they look outwards? Oh, unless we're here. Ah, this could be it. Because that looks a bit green as well. Yeah. I think it could be there. Yeah. For Sears. For Frodo. To be fair, the wall does look diagonal. Yeah, the way that it, like, the kind of camera on old school distorts everything. It's so weird. But I'm keen for that. For Frodo. Here we go. For Frodo. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Well bloody done. That's 1 out of 5. Here we go. Number 2. Right. We've got to get Sherlock Holmes on this shit then. Right. It's green going into yellow. So I'm going to assume that we're close to the coast. There's a fence which will help us, and there's a bank. Waterfall quest area could be. Elemental shield has got to be a clue, right? Maybe. Let's have a look at. Oh, so you think maybe we're like here? Like somewhere there, maybe? Because if you flip this around, you've got this that wraps around, and then you've got the bank there, and then this is going from green to yellow. I could get behind that. I could get behind that for sure. Because that could be this thing here, even though I would assume it's a tree. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a tree. That could be this kind of bush. This is in the Gnome City. You think that's Gnome City? Whereabouts in the Gnome City would this be? Because if it's got to be around here. I'm inclined to agree with DVD at the minute. I can't imagine where else it would be. No. I'm pretty convinced with that, to be honest. Unless anyone's got a better guess, I'm quite happy to send that. For Frodo. For Gondor! Here we go. Make guess. Let's hope we're right. Because if so, DVD, that is some serious Sherlock Holmes work right there. Here we go. Oh, holy moly. Well done, DVD player Duda. You absolutely smashed that out the park. That was some proper Sherlock Holmes shit, that was. I'll take me IP for that. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see if you can get the next 3. Then maybe. Right, here we go. 3 out of 5. Oh, this looks like sailing. I think we can work that one out pretty quickly. That island there. Yeah? Little bit of a building there. Goes from dark to light. Little bit of building. Dark to light. I think Smurf's absolutely swearing right now. I think he's. I've not been to this island ever. That was pure luck that I managed to find that quickly. Oh, I'm sorry, Smurf. I'm really sorry. If this is correct, I apologise. I think we're right. I think we are right because there's the dead tree. There's a boulder there. Boulder there. That's it. I'm making the same sound from now on. Not fair. You're not supposed to think. Sorry, Marty. Sorry. Right. I think we should just press. I think we should just go for it. I think we should do this for Gondor. Well, what I'll do is after stream, I'll nip into Discord and apologise to Smurf verbally. Or I might just go, nah, screw you, Smurf. Right, let's go for it. Here we go. This is for 3,000 out of 3,000. Actually, I'm going to put that a little bit closer there, maybe. Here we go. Screw you, Smurf. Make it harder next time. Easy game. Well done, everybody. Here we go. 4 out of 5. Oh. Where is... Oh, okay, so this one... I would guess like 4 different places for this. So yeah, it's either the Lava Island. It can't be KBD. Oh, wait, which way? Yeah, it might be KBD. That's what my initial thought was, actually. KBD, like we're here somewhere. But can't it also be this one here as well? Maybe. Is there any more? Oh, because that does kind of turn, doesn't it? So it's probably... We're probably here somewhere, right? Because there's nothing over here, is there? Nothing ladder-wise. There's nothing here ladder-wise. There's nothing up here ladder-wise. Can't be in here, can it? Yeah, I reckon it's there. Gutenhof. I don't think Gutenhof has this dark floor, to be honest. Any advance on KBD? Any advance on KBD? KBD? Anyone? QBD? Queen Black Dragon? Anyone take a Queen Black Dragon? Is the fence bend in the photo? I think so. I think that little bit there is the bend. So this is the one in the foreground. That's the one in the background. So I think we're about here-ish. Again, with these screenshots, it's so... Yeah, like this bump here and that one there, it's probably this one and this one. But because of the camera angle and the way that old school works when you screenshot... Hey, Smurf, thank you for the prime.
5 Murph just subscribed with Prime.
I'm surprised that you did that after I just gave you some of them. Thank you, Smurf. I'll get you a Christmas present now. Oh, the pick morphin is crazy. Yeah, it happens all the time with these screenshots. It really does like make it not look like the map at all. But I think we're in the right place. I think we could probably go for it. More east. See, this is the thing. I don't think it is more east. I think it's literally just the screenshot. Like you would assume here, but I don't think so. I think we're here. Man got an ad. Oh, that's good. So you didn't hear what I said about him then. For Rohan. For Samwise Gamgee. Here we go. If we get another 1,000 here. Whoa. Willie de Knockness. For Saruman. Here we go. Oh, 1,000 points, baby! Look, that was even closer to the lava. That's how much that these screenshots like just really change the perspective wildly. Right, if we get this right and we're spot on, that is 5,000 out of 5. That is a full house, top marks, 100%. That is the swamp in Lumbridge. Does it really have like ivy on it? I did not realise that. S Chiller, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We are about to absolutely smash out of the park a 5,000 out of 5,000 game of GilliGuessr. So we're here then. Is that what we're saying? 3 dead trees. 1, 2. Oh, it could be. Actually, it could be these ones here. Yeah. No, I missed the best part of the stream. Sorry, or welcome in. So it's a bit more east, like I said. Oh, right. I don't know why I thought you said west. My apologies. Yeah, I think we're probably about right. It's actually probably a second one up. And actually, this corner is generally on this chunk, so we should be here. This tile. No, I reckon we're here. I reckon we're there. The one by the giant frogs. This one. No, I don't think that one's wide enough, is it? I think we're here. Because this one doesn't have any dead trees around it. I'm comfortable with that. I think we're bang on there. I think we're about to get top marks. The excitement is bubbling. Yeah, go for it. Any advance on this? For Sears? We can do it for Sears. For Fantuti! Here we go. 5,000 out of 5,000. Oh, baby. Look at that. Smurf has put in the game. If you get his spot on, you get an extra point. Woo! New record. New high score. You didn't change it, Smurf. It doesn't say 5,005. Hey, that looks clean as hell though, right? Doesn't that look clean as hell? That looks proper clean. I like that, Smurf. That is spot on. Make it 8 screenshots a week so max score is 8,008. Look at that. We got 5,001 out of 5,000. Woohoo! Yeah, there's a scroll bar on there, mate. Look at that. Review the map. You can have a look at all your bits. And that, everybody, is GilliGuessr. So This was made by our good friend and resident mod Smurf, who you can see in the Twitch chat. If you want to get involved in the game, you can submit your own screenshots. So if you click on this button here, it comes up with the map. You post your screenshot in the top left here, and then you click on the map where your screenshot is. It will send it to Smurf. Smurf will verify it, make sure you're not doing something too hard or something that's just completely stupid. And then once Smurf's happy with it, it will go into the rotation. And you can start a random game which picks 5 random locations from all screenshots that we've had so far. I think we're up to like 300 screenshots total. So the more people that get involved, the bigger the game gets. So that'll be great. And then I use this button here on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we do it on stream, and Smurf picks out 5 for me that we haven't had before. So 364 locations, wow, so we've got a lot more to get through. So thank you to everyone that puts screenshots in, submits locations. That really does help us keep playing this every week. And thank you to Smurf, obviously, for absolutely smashing this out of the park and making it better and better every time we play it. So yeah, if you want to play some GeoGuessr, it's linked in both the chats. And we'll be playing that again next Tuesday. So back to shooting men and women with bows and arrows for a bit. 320 Shannon screenshots. That is true. Shannon has been a big help keeping this game running. Because essentially what we wanted to do with it was that we didn't want it to end up like OSRS Guesser, where the screenshots just dried up eventually and it never got added to. So you just kept getting old screenshots all the time. So Smurf's been working diligently with people like Shannon to put as many screenshots into that game as possible, so you can play for a while. Captain, welcome back. Thank you for 9 months.
Captain Kinskjeg just subscribed for 9 months. Ranged +1.
Ranged +1. That is the dream. Putting a cape on and getting +1 ranged. That is the dream. Welcome back, Captain. Tuesday, innit? Thank you, Cake Man. Thank you for pointing out that I am horrendously British. And I have to say British because when I say English, people go, what? I thought you were from Britain. How was the day for you? The day has been very well for me. Thank you, Captain. We have been doing some work today, trying to get some deadlines out. Still haven't finished them yet, so I'm a bit stressed, but it doesn't matter because we're making gains on the RuneScape. How have you been, Captain? Just looked at the screenshots for the day. The Shades in War one was my partner. Very nice. Well done to your partner. We had a little bit of trouble with that one. But we got there in the end, which was great. That's the kind of perfect screenshot when you have a bit of trouble, but you get the right answer. I need some water. Don't forget to hydrate, people. You are but a plant. You need water to survive. I'm all good. Slow and steady working towards max on the main iron, doing some clues and maze training on the chunker. Very nice. I am also working towards max on the group iron, man. And I got 17 sailing yesterday. Did a bit of sailing. Kind of wondering how Chunkman are going to include sailing. Doesn't really matter for you, not like you'll use it. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of interested to see the first person to do it. I mean, who's closest at the minute? It's probably Verf, right? I really need to do some sailing so my tears. Sorry. I'm pooped. I really need to do some sailing so my Tears of Guthix goes on Runecraft again. That is true. I mean, I've heard from people in this chat that if you don't start sailing, then you don't get XP in there from Tears, so. Limpwort has Port Sarim, but isn't... Limpwort and Verf both have Port Sarim, right? But isn't Limpwort in a longer grind than Verf at the minute? Question mark. Any news on Source and the map? No, I haven't actually spoken to Source about the map. I'm assuming that it will be updated at some point. I mean, the map's already been updated in the chunk picker, but I don't know if all of the tasks have yet. Some new chunkers are already sailing. I think Source is sailing. Interesting. I wonder... I mean, he's probably already got it updated, to be honest. He works pretty quickly. Verse grind was 70 hours. Limpwort was 99 runecrafting. Oh, has he got champ scroll grind as well? Okay. So yeah, I think Verf's probably closest then. I mean, I assume Verf and Limpwort have already had a discussion about what to do with sailing. My map doesn't have the start sailing quest task on Port Sarim though. Probably because you have to roll Pandemonium. And I think when you get Port Sarim, you automatically are able to roll Pandemonium because you can get the what's the name? You start the quest there, but don't you have to go to Pandemonium first before you get your boat? Such a terrible name for a beaver. That was voted on by Gabriel. And we're waiting for, what's the name? Forgot his name now. Wiz, I think it was. To come forth if he wants to change it. Of course, but the map can't be updated then since we don't have the quest as a task. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Sailing quest is the Lower Sarim dock. Yeah, but the Lower Sarim dock, I assume Captain's got that as well. Gabriel, you done messed up. I gave Gabriel several opportunities to change his mind, and he did not take any of them, so... I don't actually know if you can use the boat to Pandemonium before you're done with the quest. I think so. I think you have to use the boat to Pandemonium. Well, it depends. Are you talking about the boat, your boat, or the charter ship? Because I'm pretty sure to start the quest, you have to get the charter ship to Pandemonium. And then you would have to unlock... I'm pretty sure you'd have to unlock the ocean chunks between there and Port Sarim so that you can actually go back and forth. It depends on how you treat quests and your rules, etc. But 4 chunks are needed for Pandemonium quest, 3 water tiles. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Surprise exam 2 steps before I reach the bank. Oof, looked out. Very nice. Sailing's behind Royal Titans, fully enough. Oh. Oh, of course it is. What's the Sailing Quest one called? The first one? When you gave him opportunity to change his mind, did he say, "I'm afraid not"? Haha! No, he didn't. Oh, is it Pandemonium? Okay. So you need... Oh, you don't need anything. Yeah, the quest start is Port Sarim. Yeah. It's there. But your boat is here, so you have to unlock this part as well. And you also have to unlock Pandemonium here, and you'll need these 2 chunks as well. So you can actually get your boat from here back to Port Sarim and vice versa. So you do need to unlock quite a few chunks to start sailing. In half an hour, we're going to do a little small bit of fishing. Just a smidgen of fishing. Is that 13 baits worth? No, we're going to have probably about 30 baits worth. After nearly 200 in-game days played, I finally have a glory, and as soon as I finish dishes, I can begin Slayer. Very nice. I'm praying I make it to 72 for Skeletal Wyverns before I get Slayer locked. That would be great. If you can get up to like 72 Slayer, that'd be so good. It's 30 in the bank. All right, I've got 43 bait. Not bad at all. I'm impressed that you've managed 55 fishing, to be fair. Well, we got 38 fishing off just Bob randoms. And then we've rounded out to 55 with the 2,200 pike that we've fished. Do chunk accounts generally have to get 99 sailing as soon as they unlock it for the skill cape and Pandemonium? That seems likely to be terrible. My assumption is that every single account that you see that starts sailing as a chunk man will definitely say, I'm not getting the 99 cape on this skill without a few different methods. Because there's no way people are going to be, sailing around in circles, trimming sails to 99. It's just not going to happen. Every fire giant task is 10% of the way to 72, and every cow fight task is 5%. Nice. 3 out of 8 Cheldar tasks. Forgot the exact number of Turiel tasks I have, but it's like 74%. That's not bad. I'm kind of hoping by the time I get to Burthorpe that I will have enough Slayer creatures unlocked to be able to do quite a bit of Slayer before getting locked. That's the hope, anyway. Port Sarim to Pandemonium could courier task to... Yeah, it's a lot. What, he said he'd do courier tasks from Port Sarim to Pandemonium? Don't know, that sounds pretty rubbish to me. Trimming sails is 10 expensive. On raft, it's a meme grind. Yeah. Berthorpe mentioned. Da, 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 da. Bounty tasks are alright, to be fair, like 30k per hour or something, and the cannon is based on your range level. I've not really done enough sailing to kind of understand what would be the best method for it. Because ideally you'd unlock like a salvaging point maybe, and then you could do a lot of AFK salvaging. That might make it a bit more bearable, albeit longer. But I've not done any salvaging yet because I've only finished the quest to get me to 17 sailing yesterday. So also I'm very appreciative that no one's mentioned it yet, but you know the last casket we got, we had a clue scroll spare, and it was over there by that woman. I lost that a long time ago and no one's brought me up on it, and I appreciate you greatly for not doing that. Swam, no! Why would you do this to me? I think it depends which chunks you have. I think Verf has enough chunks already to make it okay. Yeah, that's interesting because you would do random rolling. And if you're here, you could inevitably like get all the way like up here before you even get to Pandemonium. And you could even like wrap around Pandemonium, because I don't know where... Oh no, maybe this chunk here. Oh no, because you need to unlock this chunk, so you could feasibly go round Pandemonium. Yeah, interesting. Getting all the salvaging clogs, Ely gets you 99, so I'm personally just going to count sailing XP as passive and only do sailing clog. Fair play. Fair play. 11-year heroin will give you time to reach the 500 easy clue completion reward. No. Nuh-uh. You need that chunk, yeah. Yeah. So I think it's feasible that you could, you know, you could wrap around Pandemonium. You could get loads of different ocean chunks because it's random. So technically, how's it going to work? Because on my chunk picker, like, depends on which way I go. Like, if I go up this way, I could start unlocking all of these chunks, right? Like, I could just start unlocking all of these random, like, ocean chunks. Which, to be honest, is something that I was always really upset about from, like, when I started the one chunk. I was really upset that if I got loads and loads of chunks that... Oh, sorry, you can't even see the music because I've got my chunk picker open. Yeah, I was really upset that when I started unlocking all the chunks, I'd have loads of, like, big gaps. Like, all of this here would just be empty, like all of this. But now sailing's come around, I can actually, like, get every chunk on the map. That'd be sweet. Unlock everything, like Source. Oh, that's true. You do need to complete the quest and get higher level before you can go everywhere. Because I've tried to sail through a few places where lightning has killed me. And I was like, oh, okay. But... So I'm just messaging Bourne to make sure that she drives safely. Oh, baby. Sandwich lady, please. 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 Sandwich lady. Whatever. Sorry, I've missed all of your messages because I was messaging Bourne. Let me catch up. He has a dock in Karen, so he'll have more chunks than someone who just had Port Sarim and Pandemonium. That's fair. I can see my comment from Clan Chat. Oh, this one. Hi, Hannibal's stream. Hello, Superman Chunk. What's the situation with fishing? What we are doing is we are killing men and women to get bait, which is a 1 in 26 drop. And then we will take that bait and we'll take it up to the pike fishing spots that we have here. And then I'll fish for pike. And if all goes well, we'll get the heron before we get 99 ranged. And then we don't have to talk about skipping the grind. But if we don't get the heron before 99 range, then we're going to have to talk about the fact that I'm not going to spend 11 years getting the heron. It's not going to happen. I probably should do some work. I want to just chill. Why not do both, Wofus? Why don't you keep this stream on and do a bit of work in the background? Yeah, it's an interesting design putting Pandemonium so close to Temperos. A few of my clan mates died on release day because of that. Yeah, I died a couple of times as well. Because I was trying to figure out how you could like get round it. For not paying attention. I'm sorry. Are you off, Mark? Or are you just saying good luck in general? Hannibal bait stream, I love it. We all got baited. Absolutely. I knew it. No good chunk man left. All skipping grinds like Frey. Hey, I have not skipped this grind yet. We are currently doing the grind. I'm still going to lurk, but I'm just not in the mood to work. It's been a long day. Oh, if you can leave it till tomorrow, just leave it till tomorrow. It'll be all right. Now, it was a good look for the sandwich lady. All right, okay. Thank you. It didn't work, but thank you. It's called Pandemonium, not Calm Island, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. And actually, on Tuesday's stream, we were talking about classic, like nostalgic PS1 games, and one of those games I forgot to mention was Pandemonium. Does anybody remember playing Pandemonium on PS1? I'm also salvaging for clogs, all very laid back. Yeah, I should probably do some salvaging. But I'm doing some fishing at the minute on the group iron. What is Frey skipping? He locked himself out of doing... What's it called? Why has my mind gone blank? Temple trekking. Temple trekking. That's what I'm thinking of. Well, no, I'm a teacher. I need to plan my lessons for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Okay, you should probably do it then. Sorry, Wofus. I don't think there's any way around it. You're teaching the next generation. You need to teach them well. Or else they'll turn out like me. Because you read it too back in late, lad, is your fault. Sorry, Mark. I will be better in the future. Very skip Temple Trek into like 94 Slayer. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really arsed about it, to be honest. If you want to skip grinds, I don't really care. I like to rib people about it, but I'm not actually that bothered. He skipped construction. Maybe? I can't remember, actually. At this point, everyone skipped something. You know, Buzz skipped Tangle Root, Josh skipped farming and all sorts. Frey skipped temple trekking. I'm sure Limpworks skipped a few things, and Verf skipped a few things, and I'm really not bothered about it. I just like to take the piss out of Josh about it sometimes. My overseer is better than yours, by the way. Why is your overseer better than mine? I mean, skipping a few things to keep the videos coming is fine as long as the videos are good. Yeah. He said he will not do it until he has access to House Portal in his chunk. Which I think is also fair. Like, if you've got a real shit way to get lore runes and you're relying on that to get to and from your house, I think that's pretty rubbish, to be honest. Limp said he would do partial items like Summer Pie, unlike your Buzz RS. So what? So what? Are you telling me that you think Limpwort is a bigger grinder than Buzz? But you were the chosen one, Hanny, our champion. Champion Hannibal. Here I come. Reason why Buzz said he wouldn't use, he gets 0 XP from the pie. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm on Buzz's side about it, to be honest. I don't think I can actually do any partial pies at the minute anyway. So I might do it when I get the opportunity to, if I feel like it. Because like I keep saying, I don't have to follow all of Buzz's rules. I can do what I want. So if I decide to do the partial summer pie, I will. I hate to defend Frey, but I'm pretty sure he can't do temple trekking. He doesn't have the quest that lets you into Bird of Rot. No, he does. He just cheated a little bit. And he cheated a little bit on stream, so everyone saw him cheat. I think some of those are just reasonable restrictions in your rule set. Yeah, I think so. Only in your old school RuneScape community do we argue over who's wasting the most time. Yeah, but like Buzz has got like 3 kids, and he still manages to do some crazy grinds. I mean, if you don't allow teleports for your chunk rolling, then teleporting into your POH shouldn't count as access. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I can get behind some of them. Like, I really don't mind. I think they're all insane. They are all insane, you're right. There's too much grinding going on in this community. Kathachunk. I don't know, is Kathachunk here? Right, 15 minutes and then we'll go and do some fishing. Actually, this might be a nice little fun experiment. If I do... skill calculator, cooking to 99. Wait, what is it for summer pie? Is it 95 for summer pie? Is that partial summer pie 95? Yeah, 95, okay. So if I wanted to get to 95 cooking, I would need to cook 107,000 pike. So what would unlock Summer Pie for me then? I'd say if you can explain why you skipped something, it's fine. It's their grind anyway. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind. When Josh said that he wasn't going to do skill capes, I was like, yeah, fine. I just enjoy his videos, so I don't really care what he's doing. I think you're fine as long as you don't establish rules and then follow them consistently with no minimal exceptions, but exceptions are better than quitting. True. Hello, Mr. Crackers. Nice to see you. I am all right, thank you. How are you? Content over purity is the way to go. Yeah, I think so as well. Like, I don't mind it when people like Josh and Frey kind of back out of some grinds, because if it means that, like, if Josh said to me, like, if I do the 99 farming, I'm not going to release a video in like a year, I'd be like, well, don't do the farming then, please. Give me the video in another month. Thank you. As soon as you get strawberry, okay. I mean, what goes into a summer pie? It's been so long since I've made one of those. Seeing as I just get them from whatever on mine. Oh, that doesn't actually tell me what's in a summer pie. Summer... Oh, is it strawberry and watermelon? So strawberry and watermelon. Strawberry and watermelon. Oh. So do you have to make just the strawberry bit, or do you have to make the strawberry bit and the watermelon bit? Or is it just one or the other? Or I guess it's just strawberry, right? Do you need to get the cooking apple? I passed a week's worth of playtime getting 62 out of 75 combat before my account can really begin. Nice. Keep pumping those hours in. Better now I'm home. That's good to hear, Mr. Crackers. A video every month, quick cuts of every crop he planted. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't do that. If he did do that, I'd probably still be interested in it. If this was any other game, I'd have been committed. True. Very true. But luckily, you are committed, just in a different way. Just a strawberry. Okay. Some tasks are horrible for Chunkmans, like Verf is planning on getting golden apron from Clues, or the current grind Tom is doing, which has made everyone forget about his cock series. True. Why are you playing in the kitchen, lad? I'm not playing in the kitchen. I'm in the dining room, technically. I just have an open plan arrangement. Born has chained me up, it's true. Well, actually, technically, Born decided where this computer needed to go. I let her decide as long as it was reasonable. And she chose here, which is reasonable. Feel sorry for the other people living there. Well, at the minute, no one else lives here. It's just me. So I can do what I want. I do what I want. Big boy Hannibal, I know. My girlfriend has to make the decisions, because if I make the decisions, they will be wrong. And if they're wrong, then guess who gets told off? What has two thumbs and gets told off all the time? This guy. Just kidding. Born would probably tell me off for telling you all that she tells me off. She doesn't tell me off. Does she wear the pants? She certainly does. She's boss lady. I listen to boss lady. I don't mess around. I'm not stupid. I don't have a death wish. So, question then, where is my nearest strawberry? One lesson I learned in nearly 10 years of marriage is they are always right. There you go. There you go. You live a lot longer if you apply that attitude. There's a shot collar on you though. I don't talk about what me and Bourne do in our spare time. Thank you. Happy wife, happy life. My wife always says, yeah, true. Very true. One lesson I learned in 10 years of divorce is they are always wrong. Fair. Yeah, where would my nearest strawberry actually be? Actually, if I look in my bank tab, have I got a strawberry seed? No, I don't. Oh shit, after 10,000 years, almost exactly 1 year, December 17th to December 1st, Project Zomboid built 42 finally has multiplayer. Oh. I never played Project Zomboid. Got it made though, I'm laying in bed with Big Hannibal on the main TV. Beautiful. Beautiful. As big as you can get it. You can get them from Implants, can't you? Maybe. Maybe. Growing it all through Pura roaming gourmets. Oh, maybe I've already got some then. Luckily, I'm not that guy. The meme is good fun though. Oh, December 11th, gotcha. Shabir and I used to play a bit if you want to try it sometime. Unfortunately, I've got so many games on my to-play list that I'm going to be busy for quite a while. However, we are going to be... Actually, I might as well go over this again now that... now that there's more people here. Hello to Mr. Cracker's wife. Hello. Nice of you to let Mr. Crackers have it on the big TV. Wow. I wish I was allowed people on the big TV. Oh, I do have 3 strawberry baskets. Oh, okay. There you go. Your picker probably didn't give you a task because Supremes don't have to do them. Well, it's not, maybe not. I haven't said whether I'm doing them or not yet, but what do I actually need to make a pie? Because if a pot of flour is one of those things, I don't have one of those yet. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So in the last stream, we talked about potentially adding a 3rd day of streaming to the current stream schedule. And on that 3rd day, I will be playing other games other than RuneScape. So like, for example, on a Tuesday and Thursday, we'll play RuneScape. And then on a Saturday, maybe, I'll play other games. And we talked about it on last stream because a lot of people sounded like that was something they'd really like, is for me to play some other games. And it doesn't take away from the current amount of RuneScape streams that we get. So, what I've done is I've created a new YouTube channel, which I haven't announced yet, so that when I do stream those other games, it doesn't come to it doesn't go onto my RuneScape channel. It keeps it clear of that, and it goes onto its own channel. And then if things go well enough with the new channel and the streaming of the other games, I might even start making some videos on that channel for the other games. So we'll see, because it might go crap and I'm like, I don't want to make videos of it because it's crap, but I'll still probably stream. So that, I'm just putting that out there. There is a new YouTube channel now, which will, once we do start the streaming, that's where all the VODs will go. I've also created a new Steam account, which has a bunch of games on there that I will be playing on stream. And I will like to take I will take why is words are just leaving me today? They're just completely leaving me. I will take suggestions from people on other games to play as well, so I'll get people involved in that as well. Hello Floki, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I can be your strawberry, Hanny. You can be my strawberry if you'd like, but I'm gonna have to put you in a pie with some watermelon at some point. Yeah, like the Minecraft video, that would have gone on a second channel if I had a second channel. Yes, suggestions. Thank you, Runar. That's exactly what I was thinking. Got to go prep for my stream. Catch you later, laddie. No worries, Mark. Hope you have a good stream, buddy. Or buy me a game you want to see me play. Yeah, that works as well. Save my bank account. No, I've got a few games on there. I mean, I can tell you what games I've got on the list of things we could play. But technically, there's only really one I want to play 100%, and then the rest of them I'm kind of happy to leave up to other people. So on the list, I've got Bioshock and Bioshock 2 and Bioshock Infinite, Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne Sekiro, Fable Anniversary, Fallout 3 and 4 and New Vegas, South Park The Stick of Truth and The Fractured Butthole, Undertale and Telltale's The Walking Dead. They're the ones I've got. That's not to say that we won't get other games to play as well if things go super well. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Nice. Nice. I'd probably pay SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. If that's not a secret, how can we find you on Steam? Just play some games together, not scam. I'm not going to be giving out my Steam yet because I don't know if it's going to be a goer. Oh, I've got such an itchy nose. However, you can find my YouTube channel potentially, my new one, but there isn't anything on there, so. Suggestion, Death's Door. What's Death's Door? Oops. Oh, I like that art style. That art style looks very like Studio Ghibli, actually. Interesting. Auto chess. I've not played auto chess. What is auto chess? Let's go to that. Fable 3 playthrough. Well, I've got Fable 1 on the list, so I could quite easily extend to Fable 2 and 3 if people like it. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, so we need to go and start doing some fishing now. Let's kill one more person? Nothing. Let's go do some fishing, shall we? Auto chess is like TFT. Oh, okay. I don't mind TFT actually, so I might not mind auto chess as well. Right, so we need our fishing rod and our fishing bait. Just DM you on Discord. I have some spare keys. Are you interested in any of them? Could hook you up. Potentially. Lunatar! Lovely to see you, Lunatar.
Lunatar just subscribed for 9 months. Supreme Firepower Ranger Man.
Supreme Firepower Ranger Man. Well, actually, right now, we're Supreme Fisher Only Man. Interested? I could hook you up. Potentially, maybe. I'll have a look after stream. But potentially, yeah, maybe. Thank you, Floki. It's very kind of you. Because the first game I kind of want to play is Fable Anniversary. That's the first one. Right, we've got 54 chances at the Heron Pet. It's probably about 3 invents worth of pike. Let's keep all of our fingers and toesies crossed. Because we want some Heron action. Please. Just imagine if today is the day. What's your new channel called? It's called... Let me... I need to change the picture. I just chose that picture because it's funny. That is the new YouTube channel. Don't feel obliged to subscribe to it because it will just be used as a VOD dump for a while. I'm keeping my eyes crossed. Perfect. Although you might miss the heron drop if you do that. Or they might stick that way if you do it too long. Like my mum and dad used to say. Don't cross your eyes, they might get stuck like that. Pretty nice, got RuneScape board game some time ago. Time to play it this Sunday. That sounds good. Don't say it on stream and make people join Discord. Oh yeah, could do that. Everyone join the Discord, or else. Oh wait, sorry. I didn't put it in the YouTube chat. For anybody that is interested, we'll get into that eventually when we start. You picked that haircut voluntarily? How dare you? Do you watch horror movies or TV series? I do. I'm a big horror fan. Zombie films are my favourite kind of horror film. How about It, Welcome to Derry? Is that out now? I didn't think that was out now. Has a few subs already. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, guys. Let me refresh the page. Oh yeah, 5 subs. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Oops. Well, I just accidentally subscribed. Right. OSRS Hannibal is now subscribed to that channel as well. Perfect. This is what pay for me to pay a hasn't but buy... Whoa, hold on. That broke my brain. This is what pay for me to pay a hasn't by buying it is for lol. Nope, still didn't get that. You're gonna have to rewrite that for me, Daryl. It's late for me here. I've not got enough brain power. Hello, Attack the Snack. Nice to see you. Just started it. It's diabolical, and I'm just in the first episode. I will need to watch it then. I did like the films. The films are very good. Just buy the game you want him to play, lol. Gotcha. Well, I haven't decided yet. To be honest, people being on the streams, watching the YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff, it kind of pays for me buying the game myself anyway, so I'm probably not going to ask people to buy me stuff. Plus, most of the games that I will probably play on stream aren't going to be, you know, like crazy expensive games, I wouldn't have thought. I won't buy you stuff, I'd share humble keys. That's fair. That's fair. Two more invents. Oh no. Yeah, 2 more invents. My YouTube/Twitch channel bought this game for me to play, so I made a video about it. Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that I'm looking at it is, at the beginning, it will just be me playing games on stream, and then the VODs will just go to that channel, and just all the VODs will be on there. However, at some point, if it goes well and people are into it, I might start making videos of playing those games. And to be honest, I might treat it in the way of I will make them slowly over a while and then release a load of them like in quick succession. Could always family share the libraries. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. I think I've got plenty of games at the minute anyway to play on stream for a while. And we'll only be streaming 1 day a week or 1 day every other week, playing different games anyway, so. RuneScape Dragon Wilds incoming. I haven't played RuneScape Dragon Wilds actually. What about trying out this game called Old School Run Escape? What's Old School Run Escape? What's the first game going to be? I want the first game to be Fable Anniversary. That's what I want the first one to be. I might put it to a vote if needs be, but I do really want to play that game. Have you heard about a game called Run Escape? What's the difference between Old School Run Escape and Run Escape? Is that 1, 2, or 3? That is number 1. Fable Anniversary is number 1, but it also includes the DLC as well. The Lost Chapters. You have Run Escape Dragon Wilds. I've not played Run Escape Dragon Wilds either. I played a Fable on an Xbox I borrowed from someone. I think that was 2. That game was amazing. Yeah, probably 2. If you like number 1, number 1's the best, like by far, by an absolute stretch, in my opinion. But 2 was good, and 3 was less good, but still good. It's been a long time since I've played any of those games. So I'm quite excited to play it again, especially if I can do it on stream. People are going to end up buying you Timberborn for the meme. I was actually going to get it anyway because Brett keeps sending it to me, telling me I should buy it. Old School Run Escape is where you have to run from old people. That sounds terrifying. It sounds like a horror game. Question, if you're going to start with Fable, won't people assume it's going to be a classical gaming channel, or is that the idea? Kind of. Because we were having a really big like nostalgia chat where we were talking about old games that we used to play. And I think at the beginning it might just be that we do play just a lot of like nostalgic old games, ones that we want to revisit, ones that we haven't played in a long time, ones that we remember fondly. So that might be the idea to begin with, and then we might move on to newer games eventually if we think we need to. But there's such a big backlog of like old games that we could play together. Fable 3, did you mean Landlord Simulator? Yeah, I did mean Landlord Simulator. I didn't really like the Landlord Simulator part. Right, we've got 2 more bait left to go. And then unfortunately we're back into the pub mines. The Spyro, Crash and Croc remasters are all on Steam. Yeah, oh my god, Croc, Legend of the Gobos is such a bloody good game. Yeah, I'd love to play those as well. It's just whatever people are interested in, because I think if I play stuff that is a bit more retro, a bit more nostalgia driven, it's going to be a real nice cozy time, just kind of sitting here watching a game that you remember playing from your childhood. I think that'd be nice. You know, playing all these like newer games like Expedition 33 and stuff like that, it's like a big wow factor. Like, look how crazy games are now and look how kind of high budget they are. Which is great, but I do like the idea of just getting a bit cozy with a nostalgic game and just being like, let's just play through some like Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Just have a bit of fun. Well, that's it. No Heron this time round. Better luck next Tuesday. And just in time, because Bourne has just left her house to come here. So we'll do another 45 minutes of men and women, and then Bourne should be arriving. I can never think of Spyro Master without thinking about the time Snuffy the VTuber forgot she had a nude mod installed for it on stream. Oh Lord Almighty. That would, I would die of embarrassment if that was me. It's a kid's game. Spyro's a kid's game. Come on. Okay, if it's old games, then I'm waiting for OG Resident Evil. We could play OG Resident Evil. Absolutely. Good afternoon, Beaver Keeper. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you. I think that's what's going to make it kind of enjoyable, is that, you know, we could, instead of doing, you know, people buying me games and stuff like that, we can just do like polls, or we can do channel point redemptions or stuff like that. Retro Games Day start up the first Doom. I wouldn't mind playing the first Doom if I can get it on Steam. I want all the games to be accessible via Steam. That's the only kind of condition to this, because I want to, you know, have everything in one place and make it easy for me to get it and start it up and whatever. I don't want to be scouring the internet for emulators and all that kind of stuff. What you mean nude Spyro mode? He's already nude. That's true. That is true. I assume nude means with added features. What is your level in ranged? A little RS3 quick chat joke. Very nice, Aaron. My level in ranged is 87. We're halfway to 88. Not bad going at all. The way young streamer Paul is. I'm 90% certain the original Doom trilogy is on Steam. There you go. If it's on Steam, we'll probably get into it at some point. Because I think something else that might be quite good, and I don't know if people here would agree with me, but I'm this way with music where I like to watch people react to songs that I like and they haven't heard before. They haven't heard before. That really gets me going. I like that a lot. When I'm like, hey, Verf, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome into all of Verf's viewers. We are currently doing Supreme One Chunk Iron Man, started in Sears Village. We unlocked the Range Guild, and we are doing 99 ranged. And we have actually unlocked an 11-year Heron Pet grind, which we haven't made any decisions on if we're finishing or not, but we are definitely giving it a good go. So for the people that don't know what that 11-year grind entails, we kill men and women in the Sears Village pub for a 1 in 26 chance at a bait drop, and I get one singular bait when I get that 1 in 26 drop. We then take all of that bait over to Sinclair Mansion and we fish at the pike fishing spots to try and get the Heron Pet, which is a 1 in a 305k chance. So I'm probably not going to take it all the way, but we need to get 99 ranged anyway. So we're going to give it a good old go. We're going to give it a really good old go. Thank you, Verf. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Hope your time stuck on the island is going well. We are, hey, Brussels here. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We're currently 87 ranged and we've fished approximately 2,350 pike. We've killed probably about 40 to 50k men and women now. I'm going to run tired. No worries, Verf. Have a good one. Hope to see you next time. What kind of bands? Well, I listen to, other than obviously lo-fi, which is what we're listening to now, I listen to a lot of like metal, heavy metal, deathcore, symphonic deathcore, slamming death metal. There's so many subgenres, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I like to listen to other people listening to music for the first time. I really like when you're really into a band or really into a song and you show it to somebody and you see their reaction, you get to see their response for the first time. I like that. So I feel like if we did other games on another stream, we could do something very similar to that. Question to the mods, did you give Verf a shout out, by the way? You need to give Verf a shout out for dropping us a lovely raid. No worries, Marty. Lovely to see you. These mods, come on. I'll do it then. I'll do it. There you go. Verf's got a shout out. Bloody mods. Always taking a back seat. But yeah, thank you to all of Verf's viewers for being here, the ones that have stuck around. This is what we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. We sit on stream listening to lo-fi hip-hop. We generally kill men and women for a good chunk. We do some fishing. And in my spare time when I'm not streaming, I sit at the Ranging Guild on the archery competition, clicking on those targets all day. We're about a month and 10 days into the grind. We've been doing this for about 41, 42 days-ish. And we've probably got another 40 to 80 days before we finish 99 ranged, I would have thought. We're up to 4 million. So if we got 4 million in 40 days, it's probably another 80 days left before we get to that final 99. If you're interested, I do have a YouTube channel, OSRS Hannibal. You can go and watch all my videos on there. If you want to join the Discord, I do have a Discord as well. It's a pretty nice community in there. Pretty chill people. You can also keep up with these streams and the YouTube videos if you're interested. We've been... I mean, if you don't know who I am, you may well have heard of me briefly if you've ever heard of the guy that took forever to get the beaver. That was this idiot. Where beaver indeed. But we did get the beaver in the end, after 2 years of searching. And now we're on to our third pet grind, because we also had to get Rocky, which we also got. I'm the opposite. I'll watch multi-hour breakdowns of stuff by experts that I have zero knowledge of. I don't think I can provide you with a video like that. I don't think so. I don't think I'm an expert in anything. Frey is stuck again. Frey can stay outside. Frey's annoyed me. He can stay out there. Yeah, so for those that have dropped in, what we were talking about just before everyone arrived was that I'm starting up a second YouTube channel so that on a third day of streaming, so I do Tuesdays and Thursdays for RuneScape, I'm going to be adding an extra day into the rotation and we're going to be playing just other games on stream. And we were just talking about what games that might be. I was thinking of playing some kind of nostalgic games because I assume most people here are between the ages of like 25 and 35. So all the games that I find nostalgic, other people have probably also had the same kind of nostalgia feel for them. Proc, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. Depends actually what's on Steam. But it's quite a long, good list of games that I've played. But what I was getting to when I was talking about the music thing, where I like watching other people react to songs that I like, I think one of the things about it is that maybe you guys can suggest games to me that I've never played that you have. So then you get the experience of seeing me react to a game that you like. Because I think you'll get kind of the same vibes that I get from watching people listen to music for the first time. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I've not heard of that. I'm outside your age range. Oh, sorry, Mr. Crackers. We can extend it 5 to 10 years in either direction if you'd like. Age of Empires. I haven't actually played much Age of Empires. So that might be a good one. Burnout 3. We could play some Burnout 3. I don't know which. I think Burnout Revenge is the only one that I've played. Let me have a look. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Oh, I recognise that art, but I've never played it, I don't think. Bit of a younger game, perhaps, but Mirror's Edge. Yes, Mirror's Edge would be a good one. I think I played a little bit of Mirror's Edge, but that was when
Mirror's Edge first came out, and it was like that cool, new, exciting concept of, like parkour in a video game. So that might be a good one to play, Mirror's Edge, because I don't think I ever actually finished it or even got halfway through. So Besieger, I've not heard of Besieger either. What is Besieger? Oh, I spelt that wrong. Oh yeah, that does look very like Age of Empires, Warcraft kind of gameplay. Because the other ones I was thinking about, things like Legends of Dragoon, Dino Crisis, the original Resident Evils, all these games that you've probably played a long time ago and haven't played since. Rip started farm run 5 minutes before the crop's done. Guess I'm just sitting here for 5 more minutes. Play League? I'm not playing League. I tried to play League of Legends last night and it upset me very deeply. Mirror's Edge was together with Fable 2 and the Xbox I borrowed like 17 years ago. I think they're two pretty good games to have, to be honest, on Xbox. Like Sly Raccoon. Absolutely top tier. Absolutely top tier. And obviously a lot of people that are here regularly know that I have a habit of 100% in games, but I think on the streams it would be more about the story and the gameplay rather than, trying to 100% everything. So we wouldn't go too deep into it. We would just kind of play it for fun, see how far we get before we want to move on to another game. Which might be kind of fun, because if we play stuff like Dark Souls and Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all that kind of stuff, you get to see me flail about for a couple of hours. Oh yeah, Mass Effect. That's not a bad shout at all. I've not actually played Mass Effect. That is the only, I think that's one of the only like big kind of AAA titles from years gone by that I didn't play. Like I played all the Gears, I played all the CODs, I played all the Halos, but I never started Mass Effect. I never played The Witcher actually either. That's also a good shout. I never played any of the Witcher games. And the reason why I didn't play The Witcher specifically was because at the time I was playing through Fallout 3. And I played Fallout 3 for so long that once I was done, I was like, I cannot play another open world game for a while, because I just put like 600 hours into that game. Because I got so into Fallout 3 that I worked out how to get my stats to a certain point where I could then collect all the magazines and collect all the bobbleheads to get me to like max stats across the board. And I spent like 600 hours playing Fallout 3 to get it to that point. And it was worth it. It really was. I had such a good time. Also Gothic 1, 2 and 3. I don't think did I play any Gothic? Let's have a look. Ooh, I remember the art style. I don't think I played that though. Did you prefer Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Well, controversial opinion, but I preferred Fallout 3 over New Vegas. I know that New Vegas added a lot of extra stuff in. The story was a bit more well put together and all that kind of stuff, but I really did prefer Fallout 3. I did quite like the hardcore mode though on Fallout New Vegas. I thought that was quite a cool concept where you had to kind of watch your sleep and watch your hydration levels and your food and all that kind of stuff. I actually would like to see you play first non-3D Fallout game. Oh, you mean like the original Fallout? Because that was kind of is a bit more point and click. The original Fallout, like Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. I do have them on Steam actually, Fallout 1 and 2. So we could definitely play the original Fallouts. Because I haven't played Fallout 1 and 2. My first Fallout game was number 3. Hello, Death. Nice to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well, Death. Because there was quite a few games that everyone raved about when I was a teenager that I just never got around to playing. You know, things like your Witchers and things like that. But there was a few games on the list that I was actually quite upset that I didn't play. And to be honest, now's probably a good time for me to go back and just check them out. Like, I'd never played the original Silent Hills, which was a shame because I love horror games. So I don't know why I wouldn't have played it, but at the time I just didn't get around to it. How much bait are you aiming for? Basically, when I get to level 99 ranged, that's when I'll probably reevaluate our current situation. Ideally, I'll be up to probably about 10 to 11,000 bait total by the time we're finished. Which is, you know, way off the 305k we need to be on rate, but it's a good chunk of it. Not that old Dead Space was pretty scary. I love Dead Space. I played it on the original game when it came out. I also played the remaster that came out recently. So good. I think Dead Space is probably the best horror game that I've played. And not just for like general atmosphere and scares. I think the story was really good as well. And the gameplay was really unique and really exciting. I mean, it wasn't totally unique because it was very like Resident Evil-esque. But Dead Space 1 was so good. So good. Also, Fear. Yeah, Fear games were good. First encounter something recon, right? Something like that. Dead Space fell off in the newer games. Yeah, Dead Space 2 was okay. I didn't mind Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3 was really bad. Very disappointing. Dino Crisis. Yeah, I definitely want to play Dino Crisis again. There was 2 of those, actually. Dino Crisis 1 and 2. First encounter, Assault Recon. Thank you, Floki. I was missing the Assault out of that. I remember Fear. I remember Alma. It was a very good concept. Scary child that can basically kill you in a flick of a hand. I like that. I raise you Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 weren't bad. They were good. It was just the, you know, go and collect all the feathers. Is it feathers? Yeah, it was the flags and then it was the feathers, wasn't it? 2 is amazing. 1 set a good concept was trash gameplay-wise. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Far Cry 2 had all the atmosphere. I only played, is it Far Cry 3? That was the one with, what was his name? To begin with R? What was the main antagonist from Far Cry 3? Is it Reyes? Reyes? Vars. That's it. Yeah. That one was good. I like Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. Brotherhood was the GOAT, though, from the older gen Assassin's Creed games. Really? Brotherhood? Okay. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. Brotherhood was good. I thought 2 was really good. Do you know the definition of insanity? A great line. Absolutely great line. Metro games. I have played the first hour of Metro 2033, is it? Yeah, I think I played an hour of the Metro 2033. I probably should have carried on with the Metro games, to be honest, because that is right up my street. I might have to add those to the list of stream games to play. 2033, Last Light and Exodus. Yeah, I think I've seen the remakes recently, actually. Either within games, I've also 100%ed those on my PlayStation. Very good games. I haven't done the second one, actually. I've got one trophy left to get on that, which is that awful complete the game on the hardest difficulty with 3 saves thing. I've done the first save, and then I can't get past a boss on my way to the second save, which is really frustrating. And Alan Wake, I just 100%ed the remaster of the first one, and I have the second one ready to go. Haven't played it yet. We could 4-man the Halo collection. That's not a bad shout. Also, Manhunt. Yeah, that might not be a stream-worthy game, but yeah, Manhunt was a classic. A lot of places banned that game, Manhunt. Also, I probably, for the new people here, I should explain my item pickup, why I'm picking up only certain items. If I pick up everything, it's going to make the grind 10 times longer than it needs to be. I'm picking up bronze bolts because I'm going to use the archery competition tickets to buy barbed bolt tips to then use with the bronze bolts to make barbed bolts, which I'll then sell back to the shop for profit. I'm picking up the fishing bait to obviously go for the heron pet. I'm picking up high level herbs because we're pretty close to herb law. We are obviously here and herb law's here, so we're not far off herb law. And I'm picking up copper because if I unlock tin ore, which can happen in one of my nearest chunks, I'll have to do 92 smithing. So if I do 92 smithing, I want to get as much of a head start as I can. So yeah, there's my little explanation for why I'm picking up only some stuff. Knights and Merchants, I found fun old game. Knights and Merchants. Let me have a quick googly woogly. Knights and Merchants. Oh, it's got a remake as well. Knights and Merchants. What is this? This looks like a very like. It looks like a mix between SimCity and like Age of Empires. Like SimCity 2000 though. Whoa. Was it SimCity? No, SimCity 3000. One of the SimCities. That game was so good. I used to play that all the time. I used to build like a massive city and then set a tornado off in it. Ha 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 ha. I'm the god now. Speaking of PS1 nostalgia, anyone else remember the Bugs Bunny and Taz? Yes, Bugs Bunny Lost in Space, I think it was called. That game was so good. You got the woodcutting pet? I do got the woodcutting pet. The woodcutting pet is currently sat out the side the door, right there. Lost in Time, that was it. Thank you, Runar. Lost in Time, good game. The real nostalgia is with Crush the Castle 2. Crush the Castle 2. Crush the Castle 2. Wow. Is that an Angry Birds ripoff? Yeah, AoE, but the army wants to eat, so they'll die after a while. Oh, wow, so you've got, like, an actual... You have to manage your troops and everything. That sounds interesting. Bugs was Lost in Time, and there was a sequel that added Taz, Time Twisters. I don't think I played that one. Amazing, a truly inspiration to us all. Hats off, you fuel my one chunk endurance. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. I'm just doing my best, that's all I'm doing. What sort of task is you on right now? Donald Duck Quack Attack. I do remember Donald Duck Quack Attack. Now we're getting into it. This is prime. Oh, this is unlocking core memories for me. This is Donald Duck Quack Attack. That needs a remaster, I think. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I do remember that one, actually. I think I played a bit of that. I'm really looking forward to the gaming streams now. Well, Born is on her way here now. She's moving her stuff in. And then on Sunday, she's moving all of her big stuff in. And then she's got one more week at work. And then after next week, she is living here full time, which means I can then reevaluate when I can add the third stream in and when I can actually do a other games stream. So once I know when that is, obviously I'll post it all over the shop. If you want to join the new YouTube channel, that is where all the VODs for those streams will go. And if I decide to do some videos with it as well, that's where they'll also be. So my new, just as a reminder, this is my new YouTube account, which will have specifically non-RuneScape games on there. And then OSRS Hannibal on YouTube, that'll be where all of the RuneScape stuff goes. So at the minute, there's nothing on there, but when we start streaming, that's where we'll go for that. And I'll post it in my Discord as well. Complete the Sour Hog drop table, around 75k in, missing 3 out of 75k in. Wow. That is a lot. Talking about core memories, Crash Bandicoot. Now that's a core memory for a lot of people, I think. Crash Team Racing, yeah, I remember Crash Team Racing. There is one game which I would love nothing more to have another go at, but I think it's a real ball ache to sort out. But Guitar Hero was one of my favorite games of all time. I used to play Guitar Hero every day. I used to come home from school during my free periods to play Guitar Hero, and then I'd go back to school. Guitar Hero 3, just one of the greatest games ever made, by far. But to actually start playing it again, I think you have to download like what is it called? It's something Hero. I don't remember what it is. And then I'd have to buy an actual Guitar Hero guitar again, because my old one is no good. The first two were the best. I didn't like it so much after the first two. Fair enough. I would like to recommend Titan Quest, the first one, a hardcore run with the additional curses. I think you would enjoy the challenge. That's it, Clone Hero. Thank you, Cake Man. Yeah, I'd have to download Clone Hero and then get another guitar and I don't know. So what's Titan Quest then? Titan Quest. Oh, this looks like a God of War kind of thing, like the original God of War. I mean, to be honest, thinking about it, seeing as it's Christmas soon, you know, I'll have 2 weeks off from the 19th through to the 5th of January. So I could definitely do the first stream somewhere in that period for the video game, like the other game one. That might be a pretty good shout, actually. Diablo 2 clone, but Greek and a little newer. Oh, okay, interesting. You can play it with the missus. We only just finished Borderlands, and she, I think she needs a break. I think I pushed her a bit too hard too quickly. We went from It Takes Two to Borderlands. She did enjoy Borderlands though, but I think when we got into playthrough 2, she was a bit like, I don't want to do this all over again. So we'll probably start a new game soon. I'll see if she wants to start like Borderlands 2 or whether she wants to go for a completely different game altogether. Because we've got a few things on the list. We've got Split Fiction on there, A Way Out. I'd put Gears of War on there, the remaster, but she probably won't play that, to be honest. Overcooked is on there. Old School Group Iron. We do have an Old School Group Iron, but she doesn't play it. So I didn't see the point in carrying on playing it if she was just going to give up on it. Actually, my latest video shows my like 7 accounts that I've played, and one of those accounts is the Group Iron I started with my girlfriend, and she didn't play it at all. She did like a few quests and then was like, nope, I can't do this. I was like, that's fine, but one day, I'll get you. I'll get you hooked. You'll be doing Chambers as Eric with me in no time. Hey, a true. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're hoping for some uncuts from this. Also, does anybody know if I put barbed bolt tips on bronze bolts, do I get crafting XP or fletching XP? And I didn't get any uncuts. That's upsetting. I'm pretty sure it's fletching. I have a group Iron Man with my boyfriend. All he wants to do is fishing, so he just fishes food for me to do PvM. That's pretty good though. Like that's teamwork. It's fletching. Okay, fine. Because we are 87 fletching at the moment, and 99 fletching is in this chunk here, in that archery shop. So it's like having my own personal fishing bot. That is good though. That's proper teamwork. That is. Whoops. We're getting quite close now to actually being able to get some more worlds open to us as well. I think it's 1250 for the next set of worlds that I unlock, which would be nice. Makes Hopscape a bit easier whenever we get round to doing that. It'll also make sometimes finding worlds without many people on. It's nice to have like 1250, 1500 worlds. It also helps with bots as well. If you go into those worlds, there's less bots. So you could argue it's an upgrade for the account. How many TOAs do I need to do before I can complain about not having the thread yet? That is a good question. Asking for a friend who is me. To be honest, I'd probably be angry after like 10. But isn't the drop rate 1 in 20 for the thread? Or is it more than that? Oh, also, I forgot to tell everybody. I platinumed another game yesterday. We platinumed Ghost of Yotei. Just got one more achievement for 100%. Very good game. That was very much worth the like 50 hours I spent in it. An upgrade to the account. So true. Supremes need 2200 total to roll, right? Absolutely not. Drop rate gets more common over time. Starts at 1 in 10, becomes 1 in 3 after 15 raids. Yeah, I'd probably be angry after like 10 TOAs then. That's probably where my anger would begin. How many raids have you done, or? $12? Yeah, I'd be angry if I were you. I would be getting ready to draft a strongly worded email to Jagex if it was me. Hey, Sir Catbong, nice to see you again. You got yours at 14? Don't tell all that, come on. Hello, Sir Catbong. Hope you're doing well. Just so people know, I've been doing a lot of the archery competition in the Ranging Guild, and we have got 639,000 archery tickets. I'm hoping to get up to 1 million before we start using them, but I've only got 1.1 mil left. So I'm sure we'll make it actually before that runs out. 2 out of 10 days in a row at work down, so powering through. Just keep going, Sir Catbong. It's not long before Christmas now. Right, everybody. This is about it for me. We're going to go and raid somebody shortly. But I just wanted to give you my normal spiel before we go. Thank you all so much for spending your time here with me. I really do appreciate it. I know how valuable time is, and the fact that you choose to spend it here watching me do this is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the raiders who stuck around. I hope you liked what you saw. I'll be back next Tuesday with more of this. So if it's something you're interested in, by all means, come back again. And just thank you for the general support over the last year. It's been mind-blowing. We've gone from strength to strength. And I've been getting happier and happier with the overall YouTube, Twitch stuff. So thank you all for being here for that. And thank you all for supporting me through it. Thank you to everyone on YouTube who obviously don't get to do much interaction with you other than reading your comments out, but I appreciate you sticking by all the same. And for everyone that's on Twitch, so you're telling me I can see you next Tuesday? Yes, but stop it. For everyone that's on the Twitch side, we've got a few options for raiding. So it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts. We can either go and see another one chunker. So the current one's online. I think it's just Mark that's online. Chunky Thorpe. Or we can go and raid somebody that has only a couple of viewers, make their day, make them happy, you know, spread some Christmas cheer. So what do you guys think, Twitch people? Would you prefer to go see Mark, or would you prefer to go and raid some random old school streamer? Mark. Up to me. Mark. Another Mark. Another me. Yeah, we can go see Chunky Thorpe. Don't mind that at all. I wonder what he's doing right now on the old Extreme One Chunk account. He's changed his name as well, so I need to make sure I spell this correctly. It's the Mark RS. There we go. Right, thank you everybody. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you all next time. We're going to go and raid the Mark RS on his Extreme One Chunk account. So let's go spread some love. I'll see you all next Tuesday. So I'll post it in my Discord when and where. It's usually 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at my time. But if you join the Discord, then I'll put it in your time so you get to see. Anyway, I've done enough blabbing. I'll see you all next time. Let's go and say hello to our good friend, the Mark RS. I love you all. Mwah! You're all beautiful people. Thank you so much. Mwah! I'll see you next time. Mark. Bye, everybody.